On BBC Radio 2.
7 minutes to 7 o'clock, and Matt has his Friday fixture.
Yes, and we've chosen this week Blood Bowl, as nominated by Mike Davis in Swindon. Now, Mike, what interests me about this is it's part of this sort of growing sector of what's called mind sports. Just explain to us what Blood Bowl is.
Blood Bowl is a fantasy tabletop game, and if you saw people playing it, you would look a little bit like chess, but with slightly more impressive miniatures that the people had painted themselves, and they'd be rolling dice at the same time.
And the idea is that you sort of have to score touchdowns, that kind of thing.
Yeah, you have to move your figures basically across the board towards the opponent, and to get across the into the end zone with the ball.
So I know what many people are going to be thinking right now is, hang on, this is just a board game. How can this possibly qualify as a sport?
Well, it requires a massive amount of concentration, basically. A weekend tournament will involve 6 two-hour-long games, and at the end of those, people are absolutely exhausted, in the same way that it would be if they'd been playing sort of poker for a long time. And I know that poker's sort of internationally recognised as a sport, and it's very similar in that way.
And you would feel the same sort of pressure, the same sort of mind. I mean, there are other sports where you don't perhaps break into a sweat, like snooker and darts.
Yeah, absolutely. I think snooker's a really good comparison, actually, because you do need that sort of ability to think about the best thing to do under pressure. You've got lots and lots of different decisions that you could take, and it's quite easy to make the wrong decision, I think. And
this is, as I said at the start, it's part of this sort of global phenomenon of mind games, mind sports.
Yeah, I think so. Probably the most common one, I've been looking at different mind sports, and the most popular ones are chess and Scrabble, and these are sort of being taken together as things where you really have to concentrate and work hard. And if you're the best at those things, then you'll win a lot of the time, because there's a lot of skill involved. And then that's moving into computer games as well. Yeah,
I know that in the Far East you're seeing lots of these sort of major tournaments involving sort of role-player games, that kind of thing. Okay, so if people want to give Blood Bowl a go, where do you think they should go?
Where should they go? Facebook's always a good place. Blood Bowl Community is the big one, and it's got 1,500 people on there, and across the UK there'll be someone local to you who'll be absolutely over the moon if you get in touch and say that you want to give it a go. I imagine quite a lot of people will have seen these things when they were at school, but now there's a big sort of demographic, 30 to 40-year-olds, who are playing these as well, and then we've got the next generation coming through as well.
Excellent stuff. Mike Davis in Swindon, many thanks. Blood Bowl is our feature this week.